Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name's Lucas. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be doing a quick video. It's going to be part one of our drum mixing tutorial featuring Reuben Gingrich on drums. We recorded this drum part just right here in my studio, and it's not a super luxurious setup. I don't have any super fancy mic pre's or anything like that, or any crazy expensive mics, but I think we got a pretty cool drum sound. And in the interest of time today for this video, we're just going to be mixing the kick and the snare. You can download this Ableton session just like it is, totally raw, on my website for $10, and it directly supports the channel. So I'll play you what the drum sounds like right now, and we'll go through just the kick and the snare for today. And then in future video, we'll do toms, overheads, and room, and also the drum bus. But so right now everything's raw, and the only thing I've done is I've turned the toms down a bit and the room down a little bit. This room mic is actually recorded through with my U87 mic through the Avalon, and it's being compressed on there, so it has a little bit of a kind of nasty room tone, and that's a huge part of getting that kind of Audioslave drum sound. So more on that later. So here's what we got. So here's our kick. We'll work on this one for now. So the first thing that comes to mind for a kick is I actually just want to add a little bit of saturation, because I didn't record this through any very saturated preamps or anything like that, and I feel like I just want to add some drive to the sound. So I'll just do 4 right here and enable soft clipping. It's going to give us a little bit of a volume boost. And the next thing I'm going to go for is I'll just put an EQ. You can use any EQ you want. I'm just going to use this EQ8 since it's built in Ableton and it's really simple to use, so you can see the moves that I'm doing. But FabFilter, there's a million different EQs you could use. You could use like SSL style plugins. That would be great as well. So the first thing that I want to do to this kick is I want to bring out the beater sound. So I'm going to do like a boost around here. I'm not going to do this super aggressively, but you'll kind of get the idea. The next thing that I want to do to the kick is I want to scoop some of the low mids out, so it's a little bit, just kind of has more of that like scooped tone. So I'll listen around here for some resonances that I don't like, and I'll kind of scoop it out. Here's what it was like before. So it really clears out some space. That's it for right now. I'm not going to get super crazy on the EQ. This is just kind of a starting point. I don't want this video to be super long. You just kind of get the idea. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a compressor on here. This is hitting it a little bit too hard, so that's just kind of my default preset, but it's aggressive. I don't want to do anything too aggressive. I think that's a nice start for right now. I can group this and listen to what it sounds like with nothing. And here's with. I'll fast forward to another part of the song just for fun. Cool, so that's just going to be my starting point for the kick. You can actually save this if we wanted to. We could name this kick live drums, and we can do it that way. So you can hit this little save button and just always have this next time you have a kick. Let's check out the snare. So I'll have both of them soloed. So I'm listening to it first to kind of think about what I want to do. So as you can tell, the snare I probably could have recorded a little bit louder, but that's okay. We're going to use actually a similar order of operations for this. I'm going to add a saturator for a little bit of volume boost and harmonics boost. So I kind of leveled up the volume a little bit. I feel like that's going to work a little bit better. And we'll do the EQ. This time we're going to be doing, I have this set, by the way, by default. If you right click here, you can set your default preset to already have some EQ moves, but I'm going to actually back this off. As you can see, one of the problems with snare is that if you boost too much top, you get a lot of hi-hat. But I'm going to boost it anyway. One trick that Reuben taught me is you can boost some lows around here to get a fatter sound. But there's some ringiness that I want to actually pull out around here. I'm going to add some more bands here by clicking these little blue buttons. We can add a little bit of lows. I want to be careful about scooping out. This is kind of a really important frequency range for the snare sound. Some people will go crazy and just notch out like little frequencies here to get rid of all the rings and stuff like that. But for this type of drum tone, I actually want ranginess in it, so I'm going to leave it like there, and we'll throw the goo compressor on as well. So we're using a really slow attack and a really fast release for these drum sounds because I want to preserve the transients. I'm going to compress that so that it hits about 5. And then same as the kick, I'm just going to press Command G to group them and listen to what it sounds like off. So that's off. So we get a lot more top end and volume boost, which is intentional. But so that's kind of going to be our starting point for the snare. Play around with this, save these. We might want to add more saturation. You could also gate and use transient designers on the kick and the snare. But for right now, I think that's a good starting point. In the next video, we're going to be talking about toms, overheads, and room mics, which has plenty of other cool things that we can do to those, and then of course doing things to the drum bus. And lastly, we'll also go over parallel compression, parallel saturation, reverb that you can add, and a few other things. So that'll probably be about 3 videos to cover all that. I just wanted to keep them short. Let me know if you guys find this helpful, and if you have any other video ideas for me in the future. I love reading the comments and talking to you guys. Like I said, you can download this session, directly support the channel and Reuben and myself. So go ahead and do that. My website's www.lucasmasore.com, and the link will be in the description for all of that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.